check and see.
What's up, everybody? How's it going?
What's going on, everybody?
Hey, y'all. Shut up.
Painted black, huh?
Where's my live? Oh, there it is.
Painted it black.
Painted black.
How's it going? How's it going, everybody? Beard Story, Faith. Faithfully's in here.
What's going on?
All right.
Tyson.
Cameron. Beard Story and Tyson. Nice, guys. We're getting Jeff. Hobby's working on the Wheels of Steel to get Jeff on. Some technical issues. You may have heard of these once or twice in the past in various internet things. So once we get Jeff on, we will really get rolling.
I got it hooked up to my TV now, so that way I can see some of the comments and stuff going on.
You're looking really clear tonight, Dan. Did you change cameras or something?
No, it's still just my iPhone.
Still just your phone?
Yeah. It does look pretty clear, though, in comparison. I think maybe, I don't know, maybe because it's still light here. I don't know.
Maybe that's it. All right.
What's going on, Chris? Sergio, what's up?
Sergio, Joey. What is up? Chris B. Joey, nice to see you guys. Nice
Cameron,
to see
how's it
all
going?
you guys. Hey, Story, I just wanted to let you know, dude, because I hopscotch around a lot of reviewers, but that opening you did, I think it was for Barbu, where you were outside at the fire at night, dude. That was like cinema. I really
yeah, with the storyteller. That was way cool.
That was one of the best openings I've seen from anyone. That was just like, oh, man, am I about to watch a movie? So you knocked it out of the park there, brother.
Yeah, that was great.
I've got a couple Barbu oils sitting in an envelope. And I don't know if I want to buy the bombs for them before I open them or buy, because he still has a couple other oils I want. So they're just hanging out in an envelope right now. But I really want to check this stuff out.
What scents did you get?
I think I got, Jester had reviewed the Jester, so I stayed away from it, but I did like it. I think I got Blacksmith and Pirate.
Okay, yeah, I've been looking at that Pirate. That Pirate one looks good.
Yeah.
I got the grower. I had actually won in a giveaway from Beard Ambassador. And I really love that one. That one.
The grower. You like the grower?
Yeah. And that one reminded me of being a kid when I was like a little kid going to my grandparents' house in Santa Monica. They had lemon trees in the backyard. It's a lemongrass scent. So that as soon as I smelled it, I was like, man, that took me back to being a kid, and I couldn't place it. And then I was talking to my mom, like, hey, did Grandma and Grandpa have like lemon trees in the backyard there at Santa Monica? And she's like, yeah. I was like, okay, that's like, I remember that I could see like the backyard and plain when I was a kid, but couldn't picture where it was where I was.
Now I remember in that scent, lemongrass is kind of it's hit or miss for me, but the other main scent I know I liked. What else is going on besides lemongrass in that?
I can't remember what else was in there. Was
it
eucalyptus?
Anyone in oh god, maybe then that was the one that turned me off. Anyone in the chat? What else is going on in grower besides lemongrass? Because I remember there was one scent in there that I was not as fond of, so it was lower on in my on my list.
It could be eucalyptus. I can't remember.
Eucalyptus would definitely not be popular with me. Oh, On Hell. Looks like On Hell is in the house.
I got his red.
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's going on, Angel?
Hey, how are you guys? All right, cool.
No stealing the show with all your knives, On Hell. In the pocket.
Not today.
Yeah, Joe,
for those who missed it, On Hill had a triple unboxing last night. That was really cool.
Thank you. It was so much fun. Actually, that was my first solo one, so I was like really nervous, but I enjoyed it.
It was fun.
Yeah, I was there in spirit. I was watching. I couldn't participate in the comment section, but I was watching or listening along.
Yeah.
There you go. I appreciate that, guys. I don't know why every time we do these, I always have struggle to get in these live streams with you guys. I don't know what it is. All right, but we're here now. We're here. Sergio, what's going on, man? Good seeing you guys.
Oh, man. What hat do you have on there? Is that a Batman hat?
Yeah, it's actually a Batman hat, yeah.
Oh, like Bat
oh, it's sweet. Hey, Audra, Mrs. Ape is in the house. Good to see you.
Hell yeah. Sweet. So all right, so we got Jeff in tonight, right? He's not in yet?
He's not in yet. Hobby's working on getting him in.
Yeah.
Right, cool.
And Jester said he might be a little late.
Good.
That man is in real life.
Jester just likes to make an entrance. That's why.
Yeah.
He likes to pop in with his hat and like, ta-da, here I am. Which is appropriate for. Oh, there he is.
Ace of sleeve. Ace of hold.
There he is.
The devil.
There
he is.
Goddamn right.
You look normal, dude.
Do I?
Hey, your baby beard's turning into a toddler beard.
Right?
Starting to walk.
Coming in.
You record that in your memory book?
Oh man. Thank God I don't look like a fucking baby's ass.
All right. So
what are you drinking there, Joe?
A little Coke.
A little Coke.
Just Coke?
Just Coke?
Just Coke?
Yeah.
Just, doing a little Coke, just a little bit.
Just a little bit of Coke.
Just a wee bit. Mike, Obo Mike in the house. Good to see you, Mike.
Obo Mike.
Boy, I
did a
see
really great review.
Rob Acker's in the house. I see him in the comments there too.
Yes, he is. Mike Crusher was, Crusher Brian is just such an amazing dude. He just sent stuff to Mike, and Mike got a chance to try that Crusher, and he just reviewed it on his channel, Hobo Junction. Great review.
Yo, that Crusher's creations is something else, man. I'm planning to do a review really, really soon of that company.
Yeah, I'm going to be reviewing his stuff that he sent me out here. Yeah, next couple of weeks or so.
All right.
Got a few other reviews lined up.
The bet's coming. I want the camera on me. All right, guys, you can see me, right? We're making the bet now. I bet my entire beard turns gray before Jester posts that review. That's my bet right now. Right now.
Threw down the challenge.
Right? Yeah. Challenge accepted. All right. So this always happens. I can't hear Jester, so I'm gonna jump out and jump back in again.
Dang, dude. Bobby said there was a little thing. Do you have it's not an administrator, but you might have like some special setting on. Yeah, do it quick.
Jeff?
Got the man himself
in the house.
What's going on?
Jeff is in the house.
There he is.
We got Javier. We got everybody
All
here.
right, everybody's in here.
I like that track. Remember that track?
Here, let me try it out real quick. Hold on.
All right, so that man needs no introduction. We all know him and love him. I'm going to say two things about him. He is a creator of one of my top 5 beard oils in Havana Reserva, and he's one of the 4 beards on my Mount Rushmore of beards. And if you don't own some Bad Dog, you need to. What is going on in your life when you haven't bought any?
I need to get on that. I need to get on that. I haven't tried his stuff yet.
You will.
Oh, I will. I've been looking. I just I got some other stuff that I'm doing right now. I don't want it to just sit there and collect dust before I get to it. So.
Trust me. I know that game. Jeff, can you talk? Can you hear us, or can you say something? I don't know if we can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Can you hear me? All right, there we go.
All right.
Am I good?
Yeah, you are.
All right,
you are.
I can hear all of you guys.
We hear you.
Like Chris said, it's the McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Oh, no.
All right, so Chester's popping that amber balm right there, that amber oak balm.
There you go.
This stuff smells amazing. It even smells even better when you actually put it on. The air hits it, and
it's so much better.
We got Dan C in the house.
Oh, what's up, Dan? How you doing, brother?
Holy cow! What's up,
Dan
Dan?
C?
Yeah,
the official teacher.
The official trusted teacher.
What can I do for extra credit, Dan C? What can I do for extra credit?
Grow a beard.
Ouch. Ouch.
That was a good one. I had that coming. I set that up. I set that up.
Love it.
That was
I'm getting reamed tonight.
One thing for anyone who might be out there who has never tried Jeff, I think this is one of the most overlooked or unknown things about Bad Dog, even though he's so well known. His oil is ridiculously cheap. I mean, his oil comes under $10 a bottle, and we're talking high quality here. So you're breaking the bank when you go shop up in Maine, baby.
Yeah, we're at $12.99 now. I did raise the price.
Oh, thank you, Jeff. Well, you needed to.
Well, it's the thing, man.
All right. So, is everybody's mics good?
Mic check. Good?
Yep.
I hear good.
Good.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, Jeff. Go for it.
No, we're all good. What's up?
All right. So, what question did you have, Joe, for him? Just about the.
All right, Javier, talk real quick.
Can you hear me?
Always,
Can you hear me?
Always.
You're just messing with me, aren't you?
This reminds me of airplane. What's my clearance, Clarence?
Right.
Who has control room? Who has control?
Let me unmute this. Wait. Hold on. Let me remove the mute here. There we go.
Oh, now Javi's muted on my
Yeah, my bad. Hold on. I'm trying to. All right.
I can't hear you, Javi.
Hey, Jeff. How's it going, Jeff?
Our tech guys having tech issues.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm trying to unmute Javier here. I don't know what's going on here. They shouldn't give me the power.
You got that Virgin Mobile.
Yeah, don't give me this power because apparently I don't know what to do with that.
Prepaid Virgin Mobile
discounted power, man.
All
right.
On my screen, Javi's muted on my screen.
Yeah, he's muted on mine too.
Yeah. He is on mine too. What the hell?
All right. Let me
All right,
I'm good.
Unmuted.
I'm
All
good.
right, I think everybody's good now.
All right, we're
Stop
good.
messing with
We're
me,
good.
bro. Stop messing with me, bro.
I
All right.
only have one question for Jeff because I did watch Behind the Beard on Hobby's YouTube channel and very in-depth
Thank you. The two people who watched it. Thank you.
I was the other one.
And Jeff and I chat on occasion over DM, but this question did come to my mind today. Now, Jeff, I know you watch some of my reviews, so you know I'm very upfront with my scent biases and what I do and don't like. As a creator, and we know you just hit 1 year in your anniversary. Congratulations to Bad Dog.
Congrats,
Congratulations.
So I'm thinking 10 years down the road, Jeff, when you have got this whole library of scents, is there a scent profile or particular scent that Bad Dog would never produce because Jeff doesn't like it?
Ooh.
That's a hell of a question.
That's tough.
Yeah.
There's not much that I don't like as far as like scents go, that would like apply to something that I would actually make. So I can't think of anything offhand that I have like a crazy aversion to. I was joking in my thing, what was it, yesterday or whatever, about Mom Spaghetti. That was an Eminem reference that I think was lost on every single person that read that.
I got it.
Oh, no. I got it.
So I think it was maybe even Lux that said garlic bread. So I will never make a garlic bread.
Garlic bread? Jesus Christ.
And
For 10 years, who knows?
Yeah, and that's not throwing shade at Lux. I just thought that was hilarious.
Hey, it might sell in Italy. Who knows?
Yeah.
I guess the part B to that too, Jeff, is like, let's say, is there something that, now you said there's not a lot you're averse to, and I just kind of want to know as a creator, like if, like for me, let's say coffee, if there would be something that you yourself didn't like, so would it maybe be harder for you to create a viable or an interesting scent because you yourself personally don't like that? Have you've never run into that either?
Yeah, I would say that I would not probably make something that I wouldn't want to wear myself. And I have definitely started off on stuff that it was like, nope, this isn't going to work for me. And I don't want to sell something that I wouldn't wear myself. I would be hard pressed to make something that I would launch as a full-fledged product that I wouldn't wear myself. You know, I'd maybe do like, if I ever got into making custom one-offs or something like that, I would do it for somebody else. But it wouldn't be something that you would see like readily available on my website.
Awesome.
Yeah. We actually got a great question from Sergio. It says, whoever has tried Bad Dog, what's your favorite scent? All right, Amber O, right away, Nancy.
All of my scents.
All of them. So, question for you, Jeff. Are you, what's going on with the IPA?
Oh man, you're gonna lead off with that. That's tough.
I'm starting with that one, man. Starting with that one.
So I don't know what I'm gonna do with the IPA. That's something that I had like really, really high hopes for because we have a really strong craft beer scene in my state. It's huge, and IPAs are like it. Like everyone loves IPAs. It's all the rage. So it's like I'm gonna do an IPA scent that's authentic. I'm gonna use authentic hops to scent this thing, and it's gonna go nuts. And it just didn't. It didn't go nuts. And I don't think it's because people got it and didn't like it. I think it's because people just haven't tried it. It hasn't really been reviewed by anybody that I can think of. I know Scott has it now. But yeah, I think it's misunderstood. I think people think that they're going to get like a beer scent and they're going to smell like they're like walking around smelling like beer, and it's not. You smell like hops. And if you've ever homebrewed or if you've ever been to a brewery and know what hops smell like, it's that. Like it's exactly that.
Yeah.
Real beer drinkers.
Yeah.
Real.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
None of that flavored strawberry girly beer type stuff. Man beer.
Because I did buy the IPA, both.
Yes.
That's the only balm Jeff's I own. I bought the oil and the balm. And I've said on Instagram a couple of times that if you know, and I was a home brewer, hops is such an aromatic plant that Jeff not only nails it, but hops is also, I think, kind of hit or miss, Jeff. I mean, like in your community, like you say in Maine, it's obviously going to be bigger up there because of the brew community you have up there. But it also finishes at the end with a little citrus, with a little brightness. Yeah. So it's not straight hops. I mean, it is majority hops, but it does have that little bright finish that I think really adds to it and makes it more attractive, maybe to a wider spectrum of an audience. Yeah,
I picked. So it's completely hop derived, and it is a blend of two, but I handpicked those specific variety of hops for that reason, because they are citrus, and I wanted it to be like an earthy citrus thing, which I think you would probably agree that's where it landed. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think it's misunderstood, and it's kind of too bad. So I don't know, maybe I'll bring it back. I don't know. It's sold out right now, but I might be able to be convinced into bringing it back.
So there you guys have it, man. Try to get them. Try it out. Test it out.
Dude, if you bring it back, I'm definitely gonna purchase some.
Yeah,
that sounds very interesting.
Yeah.
And trivia note: until Summit came out, it was my favorite label. For the heck of it.
Favorite label?
Yeah, I love that green and the hops. You know how you do the labels with the stuff in the background. To me, it's just very attractive and eye-catching.
Nice.
All right, so I'm going to go over some of the answers here. So we got Dan that said Amber Oak. Let's see here. Favorite from Chris is a Havana, pepper and rosemary.
Yeah, how you liking that one?
Very special.
Oh, smells amazing.
Which is that one like? Just?
That's Amber. Well, he was showing Amber Oak.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Sergio says peppermint. Never tried anything with that, Chris. You got to try it, Sergio. It's really, really good. Straight bearded. Pepper and rosemary is next. Pepper and rosemary is very clean and fresh. So they're trying to get Sergio to try that one. Pepper and rosemary. Yeah. So pepper and rosemary is definitely very good.
And of course, it hasn't been mentioned yet, but we have to say that Jeff is roundly lauded for his co-wash. His co-wash has been said by many, many people, many, many different reviewers, many people within the community as the best or one of the best co-washes out there.
Which one, Joe?
Yes. Son of a gun.
Which one,
I'm very,
Joe?
very, very interesed in using the conditioner. Very interested. I've been using the Scotch Porter for a while, but I was speaking to Joe about the Bad Dog Beard Conditioner, and he's convinced me it's one of the best, so I definitely got to try it.
I got to try that too, man. I got to try it out too.
Now, what was more difficult to make or perfect, the oil, the balm, or the conditioner?
Hands down, conditioner. It's not even close.
Really?
Yeah.
What's so difficult about it?
The consistency of the condition of the soap or whatever you call it itself, and trying to get that scent to match.
Is it difficult? Was that what the question, Joe?
Yeah, I guess, is it easier working with carrier oils versus whatever that mess is that is the co-wash when you're flavoring your scenting?
For me, all three of them are different in kind of how scents interact with them. So, you know, is one harder than the other? That's they're all just different, I guess. So you kind of have to learn how they all interact. And then once you kind of figure that out, it's easier as you go down the line doing them to kind of understand how it's going to react. And then like with Amber Oak, it took me a while. Like I knew people really wanted that scent in a co-wash. Like people told me all the time. Mm-hmm. And I just absolutely wasn't going to put it out until it was ready. And it fought me more than I expected. The peppermint rosemary kind of fell together. Was really happy with the way it came out. So that was the first one to come out because it was ready. And then, you know, like I said, I waited with the Amber Oak until it was right because there was absolutely no way I was going to put it out there until it was just completely ready.
And it's 8 ounces of product, right?
It is.
That's a lot. That's awesome.
And that's awesome. I know this may seem like a little thing, and I love Scotch Porter, but I would say Jeff, not only is Jeff's co-wash slightly a bit better, but Jeff's delivery system, hands down. I mean, that pump over that scoop, and I hope I don't lose it in the shower, hands down is so much better.
Yeah.
How much is the co-wash going for?
$16.99.
That's perfect. For 8 ounces, that's awesome.
That's like, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I wanted to make it affordable. You know, that's kind of been my theme, you know, from the beginning. To make it affordable for everyone. I want everyone using my stuff. And that's not to say that, you know, I care if anyone uses anybody else's stuff. Use whatever makes you happy. It's awesome. It's all good. But I want people to be able to afford what I make and enjoy it as well.
Let me comment to that real quickly too. I started off the live stream saying Jeff was at like just under $10. Jeff corrected me and says he was at $12.99. We've got Dan C and Rob Acker in the chat. We've got a bunch of reviewers in the actual live. I watch a lot of reviewer videos. Watch a lot of products. I don't know of anything that's Jeff quality that's still at $12.99. Even though he raised his price, I'm glad he did because it's still ridiculous quality for that price.
What's going on over there?
A lot of stuff going on.
Whoa.
It's the snakes. The snakes are loose in Jester's apartment.
The snakes are getting loose.
All right, Jeff, one more, because I know after talking with you that you are definitely a methodical guy, and you just said it here about the co-wash. And I don't want you to give away any secrets. Yes. How many more Bad Dog scents might we see in 2019? We got Summit. I mean, Summit was very close to your heart and soul. Is there a chance we'll see 1, 2 more before we go into a new year?
Yeah, I'm definitely not done for the year. I don't lay things out in a very specific manner. I like to have fun with it. This is something that I do not only, you know, as a business, but also because I just really, really enjoy it. It's fun. It's fun to be creative and then use it as an outlet. So I don't feel rushed to come out with anything new. And I like to do it kind of as it comes to me, like go through my day, get an idea like, oh man, it would be really fun to take this and that and see how those interact together. And I'm going to give it a try. And then, you know, wait to get those products or go out and get those products, whatever, and then give it a try. And then if it's great, work off of that. And if it sucks, scrap it and wait till the next idea comes. But yeah, I'll definitely have some new stuff this year. I'm not done.
How many scents do you have altogether?
You think I would know that off the top of my head, right?
I'm taking a shot at
roughly. 6. Give me a rough estimate.
He's looking at the shrine. He's looking at the shrine first.
I got 5 and then IPA, so we're gonna say 6.
Yeah, you're dang right. You're gonna say 6.
Yeah.
Jeff wanted to put a dagger in that thing's heart, and for my 3 months on Instagram, I wouldn't let it happen.
All right. They want to mention here that Dan C just kind of just have some information on here. It says market average is for sure $15 an ounce. So Jeff's products do definitely come under the average price. So definitely a bang for your buck.
Them again and
I'm
be
screwing up.
average.
I'm screwing up.
Are you planning to come out with any butters?
I don't know. That is a good question. it's definitely something that people really seem to like. So I think it would be a good idea to dabble into that a little bit.
I'm starting to be a butter lover, man. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You're a what lover? A butter lover? Oh, okay. You got a weird connection going on over here. I want to make sure I heard that.
Jester's against the ropes tonight, baby.
Jester.
Oh man, poor guy. It's okay. He'll grow a beard back. No, in all seriousness, yeah, I think that down the line I probably will. It's not like what I'm working on right now. So it's not like you're gonna see it, you know, probably in June or anything like that. But I'd like to play with it. Oddly enough, like the original formula bomb that I came up with that no one ever got, it never got released, was very much more like a butter. And I used that a lot, and it worked really, really well as like a conditioning thing. And then as I kind of paid attention and realized people wanted a little bit more hold, kind of threw that to the side, worked on the bomb, and kind of got that where I wanted it. And I definitely think that leaves some room for a butter in my lineup. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it at some point in time. I'm just not working on it specifically right now.
We'll see it in May. Thank you.
when you grow a beard back, it'll be ready.
Oh
my God, I'm getting hammered over here.
Ouch.
Hey, you can upgrade from margarine to a butter.
You know what's interesting about that, Jester, is if you asked me, like, name 5 of the top beard companies, 3 that would definitely come to my mind are Bad Dog, Honest Ape, and Lux. Ape doesn't have a butter. Jeff doesn't have a butter. And Lux just is releasing a butter. So it's weird how some of these companies that have a lot of cachet are just now getting into the butters or thinking about the butters. There's been other companies that, you know, I guess got on that butter bandwagon a little earlier. I know Jeff has a video on a nighttime routine he does using balm and oil in place of a butter.
Yeah, that's true.
Really?
Yeah. If you haven't watched it, give it a watch and give it a try. Because, again, if you read my website, right, it talks about wanting to get my products in the hands of every man, and talks about, you know, making them affordable and all that. And that really rings true. And I try to do that with the videos that I put out as well. You know, whether it's to my own peril, not making money or whatever. Like Joe was saying, I have that night routine video that I did where literally I take like a dropper full of oil, mix in X amount of balm, and mix it together. And what you end up with in your hands is pretty much the same thing as a butter consistency. And I'll put that in my beard before I go to bed, wake up, and it works great. So give it a try.
Yeah, check it out. Jeff's got some great videos on beard care and stuff on YouTube.
Now, a consistency of you know, beard butter products. Does it have to be a certain consistency? Does it have to be soft, smooth? Is there such thing as like a hard butter? You know what I'm saying? Is it like a rule?
So many different styles of butter. There's whipped butter. There's other butters that kind of look more balmish. I mean, there's all kinds of different styles of butter.
Yeah. So I recently got like the hardest butter I ever had. It was actually sent to me, and I'm conflicted about doing a review on it. You know, I don't know. Just totally off topic, but yeah.
Hey Jeff, you got a couple questions from the chat right now. One was, did you used to have free shipping? Eric wants to know.
No, we have never offered free shipping.
Anthony, SDMF Anthony is saying maybe you could come out with some type of leather scent. Is leather a profile you're playing with at all?
Yeah, I do have leather here. It's something that I've worked with a little bit. I'm just waiting for the right thing that kind of comes that hasn't been done. I hate trying to copy other people and do exactly what they're doing. I want to do something totally different. And leather's played with like a lot. So if I can come up with something that's different and creative, then yeah, absolutely, I'd love to.
Awesome. Did I miss any, Hobby? Those are the 2 most recent questions I saw.
Nope, I'm just trying to get Angel back on here. All right.
Okay.
Sorry about that. All right. Yeah, I was reading the same thing. So Sergio says he likes butter in his tortillas. That's awesome. Sorry, he's hungry. Me too, brother. Me too. He prefers a thicker butter. Okay. All right. A nice whip butter for my beard. Yeah. All right.
I have several different kinds of butters, and they all work great for my beard. You know, I don't have really a favorite one over the other kind of style. I have a whipped. I have one that's kind of more like a creamy balm, and another one that's, I don't know, just different stuff in them.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely, guys. If you haven't checked out Jeff's video, so check out Bad Dog on YouTube. He kind of has that nighttime routine. When he does that, he puts just enough balm and then some oil over it, kind of, you know, emulsifies it, puts it in beard. It's just like a butter. I've actually done that a few times. What's going on, Colin? How you doing, brother?
Hey,
So he scoops he scoops the balm, put it there, and then puts the oil and then rubs it.
Oil right on top and emulsifies it. You gotta watch that video, Jester.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Jeff,
I'm gonna try that.
Let me pick the science in your brain for a second here, because this is something I know Acker and I talk about a lot as reviewers, and we've got a lot of different people in here, and I want to hear their opinions. Essential fragrance. Now, I remember when we were talking in the past, you told me that Havana Reserva was the only oil that you had that you used fragrance in, correct?
Summit has just a tiny bit, okay. And I mean it's 3% of the scent profile.
Okay.
Not the entire product, but scent profile. 3% is fragrance oil, but the rest is
okay. So Summit wasn't released when we had that discussion.
Right.
So Summit has a teeny tiny bit. And your scents have some pretty decent longevity in beard for being fragrance only. What is your opinion as a product maker about that? I don't know if it's much of an argument, but I look at it and I do like beard oils that have staying power. And if they have a little oomph to them, so if someone's standing next to me, 6 feet away can smell it, that's no problem with me. They'd smell it if I were wearing cologne. So what is your take as an owner for how you decide like strength and duration? Do you have numbers you're going for, or what do you do with that?
I like scents to last as long as they can, obviously, because people want to smell it throughout the day. Definitely more challenging to do with essential oils. Really try to keep those within the guidelines of recommended amounts. So I look for ones that tend to last, and try to put those together. And sometimes some of those last longer than others, and that's where you get some of my scents that change a little bit throughout the day, like Amber Oak. For me personally, right? You put it in, you get kind of a lot of pepper and spice, and then as you wear it throughout the day, you get like amber and vanilla and all that. I like to kind of layer it like that, so you're not necessarily even getting the same scent the whole day. As far as amount of scent, I don't like them super overpowering, but definitely want to know that they're there. So not necessarily overpowering enough that everyone in the room's going to smell you, but you're going to be able to smell it at least. I always hope for at least 6 hours. That's kind of the benchmark that I kind of set for myself, right. In testing. And if you can get 8 or 10, then that's great. I think it's really environmental. I work my other job. I'm in a shop, and I do all kinds of other stuff where it fades, I think, quicker for me probably than anyone else. So I'm a pretty good litmus test of whether or not it's going to last.
Now, I have one. Sergio asked a question I want to get to, but just as a quick follow-up, you alluded to like safe amounts or healthy amounts of fragrance. Are you speaking to like the aspect of it drying out the beard, or something else when you get too much fragrance going?
I mean, any essential oil is going to have guideline recommendations of how much you should put in.
Okay.
And you could just go ham with the thing and throw a ton in there, and it's going to be really strong and last for a while, but you're not necessarily operating safely. So I try to stay within those guidelines of general recommended safety.
Sergio wants to know how much balm you have to use to ride your bike to be more aerodynamic.
This is not aerodynamic. A lot, I guess, would be the answer. A whole tin, I guess.
Put some Elmer's glue in there. Put some Elmer's glue.
One way or the other, I don't know what would be. Probably just straight down.
Well, don't let me hog the questions, boys. Jump on in.
This is like an average day on Instagram with Joe. This is like
it is. I'm always asking him questions.
An average day with me and Joe on Instagram.
For those who don't know, by the way, there's some irony here. When I did the very first UBA, which was Maine, of course, with Jeff, and I asked Jeff to write a scent profile for Maine, he actually alluded to Summit without, anyone knowing that Summit was coming, because of what he said the scent profile should be. Well, lo and behold, it pretty much was Summit when Summit rolled out a few weeks.
Yeah.
Which I thought was very cool.
I'm an open book. I don't know.
I think Joe's Coke he's drinking there has really got him talkative tonight.
Is it sugar free?
Sugar rush.
Dan, can you read between the lines, sir? Let me get up there. Dan, there you go. Can you read between the lines, sir? There you go.
You can, man. See, I've never tried Bad Dog, so I don't know what I don't really have much to ask him.
So am I so ridiculously good looking?
Do you use white beeswax for your bombs?
What was the question?
You use white beeswax? I know there's like yellow and white, right?
Yeah, I use white.
White.
Yeah.
Now, is there a different consistency as far as like hold strength with the different like yellow beeswax and white beeswax?
I only played around with yellow beeswax for a very short period of time, and I pretty much immediately got away from it. So I really don't know how, I don't really know because I decided not to use it.
Mm. How'd you come up with your logo? That's a very
Oh yeah.
Do you have a little man with you?
Let's talk about the logo.
Good call.
I'm not gonna wake the beast right now. I don't think
no, he's sleeping. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my dog. That's Ollie, and Ollie. He's a kook, right? So bad dog.
Oh, it's your dog. It's your pet dog.
That's my dog. So I had a friend who actually came up with that logo, the center bit for my logo. The dog my friend did for me, which was really, really cool. And then, the rest of the label stuff I do myself.
Awesome. What kind of dog is that?
He's a pug beagle. They call it a puggle. That's bad. They should never have. Whoever thought that was a great idea. No, he's awesome. We love our dog. He's great. He's just crazy.
How old is he?
He's 10. He'll be 10 in June.
Oh, wow.
He's up
Been
there.
around for a minute.
That's 70 you and me, Russ. A lot of years.
All right. Geez, sorry about that, guys. I can finally hear everybody.
There's Angel.
What's invading our live stream? Get rid of that guy.
Yeah, man. It's like I'm just popping in and out.
Now, how'd you come up with the name Amber Oak? What made you be like, okay, I'm gonna call this Amber Oak?
I mean, it's basically just what's in it. It's like peppermint and rosemary. Oh, gee, like super creative guy. Yeah, that's whatever.
That's a good question, though, Jeff. And that I think, like when we hear certain, like, how do you know? This is my untrained nose, and I dare to call myself a reviewer. Like, I can't say that I know pine, spruce, birch. I couldn't pick one out over the other. So is there really a distinctive note of oak over, let's say, a cedar or over a cypress or over a mahogany? Can your nose pick that up?
I mean, I think oak is a little bit subjective. In making this, it was almost more like oak, like bourbon barrel aged kind of thing was more what I meant.
Gotcha.
And that's just what I pull out of that personally. I think it's different for everyone. Obviously, everyone smells something a little bit different. But I kind of got like a barrel oak kind of thing out of it, and that's why that made the name.
You use more argan oil in your carrier oils, would you say?
Yeah, it's a pretty even mix, and that's about what I'll say.
Don't want to give away the trade secrets.
Yeah, no.
Now, one other thing, I remember chatting with you once, like, will you go through? I remember you said something once. I think it was about it might have been about the citrus, but you said something about like finding the right oil. Will you go through multiple like different brands of oil for the same scent? Like, let's say orange. Will you ask like 5, 6 different oranges till you hit that one that you want?
Yep. Orange took a while too. Orange was one that I have quite a bit of, and won't use any one but the one that I used.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing about like the R&D part. Even just coming up with the scent is, you know, it's not as easy as, oh, I want bourbon and whatever, and you go and click the button and it shows up and you dump them in there and it's exactly what I wanted. You know, I wish it was that easy, but no, I try a lot of different stuff. It's good though. That's part of the fun.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know, this might just be my bias, but I always try and weigh like I look at you and you have like, let's say half dozen 7 cents, which is not too shabby for a year. And then I look at other places that may have like dozens, like not like 12 or even 15, 18, but like dozens. And I wonder, and this may just be my thing, guys in the chat, give me your feedback. I wonder how much craft, right? How much of that sweat, how much of that thought, if you have that many different scents, I mean, it almost kind of like makes me back away from some of those companies, because I would rather have a guy in my mind now, right? In my bias, I would rather have a guy I know is like worked for 4 months like a dog and just produced this one scent, but God darn it, it's going to be awesome. Versus someone who produces 3 or 4 in that same amount of time. Am I crazy here, or do other people feel the same way?
No, I could definitely see where you're coming from. I do appreciate like someone that takes their sweet time to perfect something so perfect.
Yeah, I appreciate a uniqueness in a product.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially doing reviews.
Yeah,
like I really appreciate uniqueness in if I get a product from somebody. It's just something different and off the charts of something else that I've tried.
Yes. Yeah, because it makes it that much better. You're trying something you're not familiar with.
Right.
And I'd rather have somebody, master 3 or 4 products than have, over a dozen where, they spend a little bit of time on them.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with just basic peppermint or basic citruses or anything like that. But when I get five companies sending me all citrus, and it's like, well, I guess I'm going to smell like an orange for the next 3 weeks, or 5 weeks or whatever. And it's like, okay.
All right, Jeff, I definitely got one more. I think this is going to be my go-to whenever we have an owner. And I already know the answer. I'm going to still hit you anyway. We all know how great Bad Dog is for those of us who've owned it. But, and I know from talking to you that you wear your scents a lot. Is there a scent from another company, or is there another company whose scents you admire / respect? Hey, I got to try that. Any of those kinds of things.
Oh man, I respect so many people out there. I've got nothing but respect for everyone that's doing this and doing it their own way and being creative. So it's nothing but love. There are certainly ones that I hear about that I would love to try. Talked with a few guys about potentially doing some trading.
Yeah, that's great.
And I would love to try it. I wear my stuff primarily because I've made it and I like it, and that's why I got started in this to begin with.
Yeah.
But it would be cool to try some stuff. I know Lux has some like crazy stuff that just every time I hear about it, I'm like, oh man, I gotta try that. So that would be awesome. And that's just to name one. And I've definitely tried other people's stuff. Brian at Crusher was nice enough to purchase my Amber Oak. And definitely felt like the right thing to do would be try something of his. So I tried his smoking apple butter, which is great. He did a great job with that. I really, really like it. And so I use that when I don't do the nighttime routine the way that I do it with my stuff. I use Crusher's apple.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Nice.
That's awesome. Nice. Yeah, that's saying something right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian's been really, really cool. He did a company spotlight for me a couple weeks ago, which was really, really cool. And then, that's what I think this should all be about, is everyone trying everyone else's stuff. I've said it before. I've said it to you, Joe, about, the beer scene around here. I have friends who own breweries. They all help each other out. You know, if they need help setting up equipment when they first get started, these guys go to them and help them set up. They help them do their first couple of rounds of brewing even.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys have hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line in equipment, millions of dollars, and they're helping each other out. And it's just, that's the way it should be.
That's
and I love to see it. So
one hand washes the other.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Jeff. That's kind of the kind of nice thing I like about the our beard cast. And by the way, credit where it's due, that was a bearded Jester coinage. Is that we've got 5 reviewers with Rob, who's the ace up the sleeve. I mean, we're 4 aces and a Jester, but Rob Acker is the ace up the sleeve. We on our group chat and IG, we can talk about stuff. And it's not like, screw you, Dan, I'm not watching your review. I'm watching Dan, I'm watching Angel, I'm watching Rob, they're watching me. And so it's kind of nice in this corner of the community that we are also trying to sort of perpetuate that same idea, as well as try as many companies as our wallet can afford, you know?
Absolutely. I think that's awesome.
And then you got Sergio here who just placed an order for some Blessed Zest.
Nice.
All right, Sergio.
Awesome.
Nice job.
Awesome, Sergio. Nice. Man, Sergio's always showing support, man. I like that.
I know every stream. I think the last time, was it Banditos? He made a big
Banditos,
order
same
too.
thing. Man.
Sergio's the man, brother.
Sergio
Awesome.
gets
Thank
down.
you,
I like that.
Sergio.
I gotta try this stuff, man. The bearded banditos. I gotta try them.
Sergio's got to be like our Beardcast official sponsor, because he helps out the last orders we've had. We haven't been doing it for a while, but dang it, Sergio, you're going to be our official sponsor, brother.
All right, so Jeff, I do got to ask you a question. From all the products you have, do you have the one product that you use more than the other? Like your favorite one, your go-to one?
So, yes, probably. But I'm going to give you a roundabout answer first. I use, generally what happens is when I come out with something new, like I'll go gangbusters with that and use it for like a month straight without like using anything else.
Just strictly that.
Just strictly that. Like I use Summit for a month. And before that, like Amber Oak I just always go back. It's a perfect everyday scent, at least for me. It's what I want to wear pretty much every day. And then I pepper in other stuff here and there. But I would say Amber Oak will always probably pull me back to be the number one. But I think Summit is really, really up there. I love it. Like when I use Amber Oak now, I'm like,
yeah, kind of like, yeah, okay.
Summit.
No, and I actually saw Rob's video on that, your Summit video, like your little vlog video where you're actually going up the mountain. That was badass. Like,
Going hiking and all that.
Yeah, going hiking. Yeah, and then you're like, you made it to the top of the mountain. And you're just like embracing it. I was like, that's a feeling right there.
Yeah, man. Thank you. That's what, that's my passion. I got a few things that I like to do, and that's certainly really, really high up there.
Yeah, that's an awesome passion, man. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do that.
I could not do that. No way.
Anyone can do it.
By the way, guys, I know my California brothers out there, Jeff, because I used to live there. You can go anywhere in about an hour and a half in California. The ocean, the desert, the snow during winter. Jeff's driving around 3 hours just to get to where he's hiking. Then he's hiking. Then he's driving home.
Yeah, I got a problem.
That's commitment right there, baby.
Yeah, there has been days out here I've gone snowboarding and then been to the beach in the afternoon.
Yeah. That's the beauty of my home state.
Yeah, I hear people in Colorado will do go skiing and then play around a golf. So
Honest Ape is in the house, guys.
We got Rob in the house.
What's up, Rob?
Hey, what's up, Rob?
Honest Ape.
Like Chris said, the red velvet.
Yeah.
So here's a question for you, Jeff, and I don't mean to put you on the spot. If you don't want to answer, don't answer. All right?
Don't answer, man. That means don't answer.
It's a trick. It's a trap.
No, I'm just being honest. And I'm looking at the printing presses, and they're lining up money right now as I'm about to say this. What about a Bad Dog collab with another company?
It's obviously nothing I've ever done. It's not something I'm opposed to. I don't even really know what that looks like on paper. It's not something I would say no to necessarily, but I don't know how it would work.
Right.
I'm pretty creative, and for me, the fun of doing it is having it be mine, and the creativity and having fun with it. And I don't really know what that would be like with somebody else's input that also has a vested interest in selling it. Like a collaboration with a reviewer is a little bit different. Your relationship's a little bit different. You can kind of bounce ideas. Maybe it's the same. Maybe it's exactly the same, and I just don't understand. But maybe it would be really fun. I just don't really know.
Okay, that's cool that you said that you're open to it at least. You know, you know what it is. But
again, like we were talking about a minute ago, like I've got nothing but love for the rest of the guys that are doing this. So like I would maybe need to do it with somebody who had done a collaboration with somebody else before, so that we could kind of like bounce ideas and figure out a way that would work for everybody.
Yeah, just like, you know, if someone were in a chat of a certain live stream, I don't know. You just these people just kind of exist and pop through the universe. I don't know.
All right, so I got a question. When you go to develop a new scent, like, where do you get your inspirations from? For like, you had an Amber Oak, you got Summit. What are your inspirations for some of these when you decide, okay, I'm coming out with something new, this is what I'm going for?
Yeah, I always want to make it different than what I already have. Like I try to be everything separated. So I've got a peppermint, I've got a mint thing, I've got a citrus thing, I've got a tobacco thing, and kind of keep it all very separate so they all don't kind of blend together and trip over each other. And then inspiration wise, like Summit makes perfect sense, right? I'm into hiking. Right. So that one, it's pretty obvious where it came from. The other ones, it's, I guess it just hits you during the day. Like, what would these two things be like if I put them together? And sometimes they hit and sometimes they don't. And it's just fun to play with them. So I guess for me, yeah, I don't know. It just kind of comes to me every once in a while, and work off of that.
And then do you have to add to that? Do you have somebody, like, let's say when you narrow it down, like, all right, I think this is it. Do you have somebody there, like a close friend or somebody, like, here, smell this, let me know what you think before you actually send it out to anybody?
Yeah, I do have some friends that I send stuff to try to. I do that with some reviewers as well. I've only done that a couple times, but in working in the co-wash especially, it was like I was sending that out and getting some feedback and just seeing what everyone thought before I made it official. But yeah, I've got some buddies that live here that, if I see them on the weekend, I'll be like, hey, what do you think of this? Or, give them a little bit to try and get their feedback and see if they think it's too strong or too weak or there's too much of something in it, and then play off of that.
Do you have any collabs in the works right now? Because I know you've done at least one in the past. Any other collabs out there?
Yeah, I have something that, I haven't really told anybody about, so I'm probably not going to say exactly what's going on with it, but I'm definitely working on something.
Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, it'll be really fun.
All right, I'm going to take this a slightly different route. Now, I know you're a married man, Jeff, all right? However, you're a married man.
He's going to take his shirt off. He's going to take his shirt off.
This don't even start with me. All right. So
whoa, he took the glasses off. Watch out.
When you are a married man and you've got that beard, what I find kind of interesting, I think, is sometimes our beards get a lot more man crush than they get woman crush.
Yeah.
So when you are out and about, are you getting more male compliments? Or are you getting more females going, oh, check out that opposite here?
So I'm totally comfortable, so I don't care.
Don't tell them about our daily, my daily message to you about that beard, about that sexy beard.
Yeah, Javier loves this beard. I can't blame him.
Does the wife? I mean,
in the morning. How's my favorite beard doing?
Is the wife love the beard? Did she know you when you didn't have the beard? I remember on April Fool's Day you posted a pic of you without the beard.
I saw that.
Yeah, no, we've been mostly not bearded for our relationship, so this is new to her.
Does she like it though?
I don't know. Should I ask her?
Yeah, get it back. Get her in here. We want the skinny baby. Oh, we want it exclusive.
Let's get her on camera.
Live. Here it's going down live.
Get a live reaction.
That's right, Chris. I went there, Chris.
Wait, did he really go?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's going to get the opinion of the missus.
Oh, you can hear that? She says she loves it.
Oh,
Aw.
nice.
How about your son? Does he like
Lucky
playing with it?
man. Lucky man. My broad made me shave mine, as you can see.
Yeah, if you can hear the whip cracking, that's still from Andrew's wedding.
Like, where are the snakes at?
I still got the lashes right here. Yeah, I'm not rocking a snake on a live feed anymore. Last time I got pooped on. Not happening. That was an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, you were just looking for an excuse to take your shirt off too.
Yeah. But Andrew's got a much better picture.
I wanted to be like Joe.
Jeff, does your son think it's a toy?
My beard?
Yeah.
Oh, no, he thinks it's great, man. He loves it. Like, he gets wicked excited when I make stuff too. Like, he wants to be a part of it, and like,
oh, that's cool.
Can't really be a part of it yet because he's way too young. But like, he likes to hang out and watch, so that's really fun. And like, I'll let him like help me like stack stuff and stuff like that. So he thinks it's great. He's like, Dad, are you gonna make beard bombs? Like, everything's beard bombs. So, like, it doesn't matter what I make. It's always beard bombs.
It's always beard bombs.
So that brings something to mind, Jeff. Okay, so you obviously have a day job. Bad Dog isn't paying all your bills. But let's say you are able to go 10, 15 years in the future. Is this something you would envision passing down to your son?
Absolutely. I mean, I did a podcast with this kid, Matt, from the Men Collective, and we talked about this exact thing. And legacy and all that stuff. And yeah, being able to do that would be really, really cool. You know, my son's my best friend. We do everything together. I love him to death. So if there was something that I could pass on to him that he could then kind of carry the torch, I mean, that would be like the greatest thing in the world.
That's awesome.
That is very awesome, man.
But I need to give you a little advice, Jeff.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Since I'm probably a good 20 years your senior, maybe 15, and I have a bigger family, you got to have at least one girl. Because as much as you love your son, when you are pooping your pants at 80, he will not be there. Get the girl. She will take care of you. Get a girl in the next step.
You paying for all this? They're expensive, man.
We'll break out a GoFundMe.
Brother. I wanted to also say Jeff is he's making the rounds right now. I know he did No BS, correct, Jeff? You already did No BS.
Yep.
What do you mean?
You did a live with Matt to release Amber Oak.
Yeah, we did that on Friday. Yep.
And then you're going to be with Scott tomorrow.
Yeah, Scott's got a live stream going on tomorrow that I'm going to be doing some giveaways on that. So anyone that's here watching this right now, definitely make sure to check that out because we're going to be giving away a bunch of stuff.
And I know Tyson is doing Bad Dog this week. Are you doing something with him as well?
Yep, Tyson's doing his thing this week, so he's got a full week with me. And he'll be doing his like full review on Friday, which is really, really cool. He definitely, takes the time to spend a lot of time with the product and everything like that. So that's pretty exciting. He's gonna. I haven't we've talked, but he hasn't told me what he thinks of anything yet. So like it's kind of like building up for me to kind of get like the final like. Oh man, like I gotta wait all week for this, That's cool.
So while you're getting a lot of Jeff this week, I will say in my 3 to 4 short months on Instagram and stuff, you don't really see him in these sorts of situations often. He's not a guy you'll see hopping on Instagram Live or anything like that. So make sure that you tune into these other places in the next couple days because you may not see him again for months and months. Is that fair to say, Jeff?
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly not like the norm for me to be like putting myself out there, and that's not for any other reason other than I'm really busy. I love interacting. Like this is really, really fun with you guys and everyone else that I interact with too. But my family time is important to me too. I don't like to put stress on the family, and between working, the 40 plus hours a week that I work at my other job and then this, if I start throwing live stream and everything on top of that, it really starts to take away from the fun that I do have, which, is this every once in a while. And then, everything else that makes the company go. So that's kind of, the reasoning behind it. And I'd love to be able to do it more, but it's just, you kind of have to pick and choose what you're actually able to do.
Yeah.
Yep. Very true. Very true.
Sergio, who just purchased some product, wants to know, what kind of comb are you using, Jeff?
The one that I've got in my hand right now, or like what do I normally use?
I'm assuming he means like on a day in, day out business, but maybe answer both. What you've got in your hand and what you use regularly.
So it's kind of one and the same. This came in, I'm going to say it was a 12-pack of plastic combs that I got from Rite Aid. And this is what I use. I use cheap, crappy combs. I have some Kent combs. I like the Kent combs, but yeah, you know, I have one in the bathroom. It's like the coarse. I think it's the one that he just held up, and I do like it. But yeah, I think Javier knows where I'm headed with this.
Yep, go for it, man.
I want the Chicago combs, right? That's what it's called.
Yep.
I really want to try those.
Bam. They hooked it up, man.
Is that unboxed right there?
That's a box. I'm gonna do an unboxing video. I'll probably put it on my Instagram live.
Dude, how many
tomorrow.
combs are in there?
All right.
No, I don't know. We'll see. We'll check it out. Yeah, they're local, man. So definitely. I'm gonna hit them up. Definitely gonna hit them up.
There you go.
They also
fiber, right? Some of them, at least, anyways.
They got carbon fiber. They got a full metal one, which is cool. Yeah, man. And I love it for my hair.
Fiber? I like that.
I'm gonna have to where's Acker, man? That's how they get that pompadour with the Chicago comb, man. Where's Acker at? Acker.
Got the comb over.
It's for that pompadour.
Hey, Sergio just asked if they work on baby beards.
Do they work on baby beards? I know they sent me the white tooth one, so that's what I'm on. That's the one I'm gonna check out. But definitely,
I think I'm the perfect testee for that.
Yeah, Jester, that's all you right there.
I'll be the guinea pig.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I like somebody had a comment here. Hold on. Let's see. It says Garrett, your beard for Jeff looks identical to Dan C's.
They do.
They do.
Yeah, I get that. We get that a lot. We used to joke about that all the time. Like, actually, I think in his video that he did today, I think he did.
Yeah, he
about that too.
That. Yeah.
It's cool. Like although I don't know if it looks like this to you guys. It looks like I've got a handlebar mustache like below my lips right now on my side of like weird looking.
I'll mention handlebar mustaches right now.
That's the thing that trips me out the most, Jeff, is not only do you guys have that same length here, but it goes lighter than the rest of your beard as well.
Yeah.
In that area.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. It's all right. I don't mind it.
No, I wouldn't either if I had that beard.
How long have you been growing your beard for, Jeff?
Let's see. This particular would be like 1.5 years, almost 2 years.
Okay.
But I trim it. I mean, it's not like this is probably about probably the better part of 1 year. It grows fast.
So mine doesn't grow that fast. I get to about right here, and then it just kind of stays right here.
Yeah.
Did you take any biotin or anything like that, or no?
No, I'd be scared to find out what would happen if I did that. It would be
beer in your eyes.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
So on
I need the whole goddamn bottle.
It wouldn't help, Jester, but whatever makes you sleep at night.
Hey, we got the Blessed Beersman in here. Who the heck is the Blessed Beersman? Anybody know who the heck is the Blessed Beersman? Let me know. Let me know if anybody knows who the heck is the Blessed Beersman.
I hear he's really blessed.
Jeff, obviously the first time you decided to grow it out, Bad Dog wasn't even a twinkle. Is it something you did because of Maine's weather or no shade? Like the very first time you ever decided to grow it and keep it going, what was the reasoning?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. I was going to get something.
That's okay. The first time you decided to grow that beard out, was it due to Maine's weather in the winter or no shave November? Or what was the actual motivation long before Bad Dog to grow that thing out and see how long it would get, et cetera?
I just felt like I had the genetics for it. It was like a kind of stupid thing not to do. It was like I wasn't worried about it being patchy or anything like that. I was like, let's see what happens, and have fun with it.
Yeah.
Don't bring a patchy beard, man. Why are you bringing up patchy beards for, bro?
I'm sorry, man.
It's cool, man.
No one here has patchy beards, so it's cool. Like that's not.
Patchy beards, there's baby beards,
There's everything in here.
We got all types of beards here. Patchy, baby, dancing type.
Earlier on, did you guys get Anthony's question from a little while ago? SDMF Anthony's. Jeff,
No, I didn't.
Do you or have you ever tried a brush like a wet brush?
I don't know what a wet brush is.
Yeah,
Wet brush?
like you
Wet
wet it and
brush?
then you brush your beard, or
Like
Anthony, add a little more info on that so we can ask Jeff further.
the beard scrubber, maybe? Is that what he's talking about?
I couldn't tell you, my friend.
I want to get one of those beard scrubbers.
Yeah,
I know. I want a beard scrubber too.
I just like their ads that they have on Instagram. They're kind of, every day they post something. It's kind of funny for their G-Man scrubber or whatever it is.
yeah.
I know Rob Acker got one from I think it was actually Crushers, and he loves it. He told me to get one.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm waiting for. I should just get one. I just haven't done it.
Did you guys see Red Velvet's video of him using the G-Man
I did not.
in the shower?
Okay, Rob.
Wait, what?
This is like in the shower.
In the shower.
I need to see that. I do need to see that. Rob 8 said the brand wet brush. I'm not familiar with this brand. Do you know the brand wet brush?
No, I don't.
I've never heard of it.
Okay. All right.
Is it wet to the touch?
Oh, dude, this is still a family show at 10 o'clock. All right? Relax on that one. Holy cow, Jeff, we can't take you anywhere. Short or long beard, we can't do anything with you.
You guys saw Rob? This is no time like shower time on this ape, Rob, not Acker.
Garrett says he uses a regular brush in the shower. Am I missing something? I don't use jack in the shower but my fingers.
Yeah, I use the hand. And
Yeah,
Is that right, Joe?
All right, so let's
I
see
knew
here
it was
from
gonna
Anthony.
come up.
Just like a regular brush, not a boar's hair, just a regular plastic bristle kind.
Oh, okay. Like a chick brush. I don't have hair, so I call those a chick brush.
I use a chick brush. It's pink
I
too.
use
Pink.
it.
We all noticed that. We all noticed that in your video.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I was colorblind the first time I saw it because I didn't even notice it was pink.
It's all good,
I'm
man.
like, wait, what? It was pink?
I think it's great.
Garrett says brushes seem to exfoliate better.
I can't exfoliate with anything but maybe this. Like if I were to take this and like, I don't know, try to rub it through, but this is so crazy thick that like I don't even know if a G-Man would like really even do much for me because I don't even know if I'd be able to get it down in there. Probably.
Yeah.
I wish I had that problem.
Yeah,
Swear to God, man.
And you just use a washcloth gesture. It's okay.
Baby
A baby wipe.
I think the rest of us should make a pact that we end the live stream as soon as Jester gets a real beard. We're just done.
Ah! My God.
All right. Well, Jeff, I don't want to keep you. I know you got a job and everything, and we've done an hour. How much longer can you go? And be honest.
I mean, I could probably hang out for a little bit longer.
Awesome. All right. We'll take it. We'll take it.
All right, see.
I actually gotta head out, my friends. I gotta head to work in like 3 hours.
Drew, you have the craziest schedule.
Man.
You have the craziest schedule, man.
Yeah.
No, sucks.
We love
Doing
you.
some OT.
We love you.
Well, I'm glad I could make it, man. I try my hardest to make it to every show, man. It's because awesome beard guys right here, man. Awesome.
Yeah, brother.
Just a quick reminder, everyone out there, the bet is my beard goes gray before totally gray before Jester gets that review out. All right, that's the bet.
Hold up, Justin. Before you, you funny. Before you head out, you got any videos coming up?
Yeah, let us know, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a Lone Bear Beards beard review on my channel. Bearded Jester 631. Check me out, guys.
Check him out.
It's a different style type of review. I enjoy doing it. I'm actually working on a video right before I came on here. So I take a lot of time. I try to put out a video once a week. You know, I try.
Yeah. Hey, we all know. Trust me, I know it's tough.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, guys. Love you guys. I'm out of here.
All right, brother.
Later, Jester.
All right, see you,
Thanks
Jeff.
for the time you had. Dang it, I wanted to see another snake poop on him. I was hoping.
No, you don't want to see that one.
No, we don't want to see the aftermath.
Jeff, Rob Ape says that he also has a daily routine on how to use the brush he said to check out. I don't know where he would check that out, Rob. On your channel? Do you have a YouTube channel? But that's what Rob said.
Honest Ape?
Yeah, Rob Honest Ape.
They got a channel.
Oh, yeah, they do have a new channel with the new owners and everything. That's right, I forgot. So he said to check that out as well.
Is that a new video, Rob? Is that like recent?
Okay, I'll tell you when he posts something, Jeff. Thank you, Anthony. Anthony's taking off.
All right, Anthony. Thanks for stopping in, man.
Good seeing you, man.
And Ape says he's going to grab some Amber Oak.
All right.
Thank you, Rob.
All right,
I'm
Hobo.
looking forward
It
to
was
back
his first video.
quite honestly.
Huh.
Hobo Mike, thank you, brother.
All
Have a
right.
good night.
All right, Mike. See you, brother.
And yes, Jeff, Honest Ape did say on his channel, in case I missed it and someone else didn't tell you. All right, so I think that catches us up with the crowd, with the chat.
Well, I think Roger just said that he didn't realize that cheddar gives them headaches.
Yes, cedar, right? Cedar, yeah.
Huh.
Oh, and Roger M says until the Japanese one. Roger, interestingly, I know this because I was DMing with him. Roger got some Japanese beard product. And I'm like, holy hell, man, how much is the shipping on that?
Yeah.
And it was free. They sent it to him. And he has this goal of trying to get a hold of beard product from various nations, which I think is a very admirable goal. It's something I want to do. But I guess this Japanese beard product had cedar and it gave him a headache. And Ruddy Butter also with cedar also gives him a bit of a headache. Hey, man, Roger, let me tell you this. My wife is very sensitive to smells. I cannot wear any scented stuff on the weekends. So I go with, you can even ask Jeff. I asked Jeff for an unscented balm because I need unscented stuff to wear around her. So I get that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty sensitive to like stuff like Febreze and stuff too. So I'm pretty careful about the way that I make my stuff because if it gives me a headache, then it's probably going to give other people a headache too. So try to, obviously avoid that.
Did you guys read Rob's comment?
This just in on what Andrew just said. Rob says in Japanese beard product, or I guess there's centipede semen in the oil. So be careful, Jeff. I don't know if you're getting some of that tainted oil. Oh, yes, that's a Rob Acker exclusive. You know how they do down in North Carolina.
Okay.
Oh, we're past 10 o'clock now, guys. Anything goes. It's the anything goes hour.
Not on the West Coast.
Not over here.
Not on the West Coast. It's still 9:14 in Central Time. 8:14 Mountain.
Any other questions we can hit Jeff with that anyone's dying to know, whether they're in the chat or on here in the panel, since we probably won't see him for a while unless we go check him out in some of the other places he's going to be this week.
Or anybody could go see Behind the Beard with Bad Dogs. And I think I don't have any questions for Jeff because I think I've asked most of the questions on there.
Yeah.
Man, I'm all quiet over here. Like, I'm all shy with Jeff. I get to see that sexy beard. I'm just staring at it.
Hobby's like, I'm not worthy.
Not worthy.
Jeff, I have two quick questions just for practicality's sake. I don't think Hobby asked these. If he did, I'm sorry if I'm asking you again. Do you use one of those beard dams to drink?
A what?
It's I think it's called a beard dam. It holds your beard down while you take a drink, like out of an open cup.
Oh no!
Like the jurist, he has a stash one. Right?
And what's your least favorite food to tackle when you're at the length you're at right now?
Oh, that must be rough.
Actually, this doesn't matter. It's the mustache.
That's what I find. Yep.
And I can't do the big mustache. I talked about this with Matt at No BS. It's like I don't know how he did that thing that he did with bearded banjos there, their little mustache competition. I couldn't have done that. I just can't do it. Mustache length just isn't for me. But foods, yeah, all the the normal stuff, you know, wings and ice cream, and even like a bagel with cream cheese is like
nachos.
Yeah, I have this weird thing of eating peanut butter, and don't judge me, you fools, of eating peanut butter and sprinkling a little brown sugar in it. And I woke up this morning with brown sugar in my mustache. I wonder why I'm the size I am, but it was
right there.
thing with the brown sugar sticking to my mustache with peanut butter glue.
Okay.
All right, a couple questions. We'll transition out of there.
All right, so
another shipping question, Jeff. Ryan says, do you offer free shipping on any amount? Like if someone spends a certain amount, do you offer free?
We don't. You know, it's something that I have kind of considered because I definitely want to be able to keep costs down, especially for people who are putting out a huge order. What I think I've done to combat that is to set my price point low across the board. So if you're paying a little bit for shipping, especially if you're buying a big bulk order, you're going to save so much with all the discount codes and everything else that are floating around out there, that it's going to pay for the shipping, you know, by the time you get to that point anyways. I would hate to raise my prices just to offer free shipping, because that makes it more expensive when you buy just 1 or 2 items.
Yeah. And Roger, I think Roger's being half facetious and maybe a little bit serious here. Roger says he wants your beard, A. Will you loan it to him or maybe even give him on a more permanent basis? And are beard plugs a thing? Does anyone ever heard of? I mean, heck, if we do it for our head, some of us who need that vanity, can we beard? Anyone heard about a beard plug?
I've never. What is that?
You know, they do a little surgery or whatever to give you some hair on the face for people who maybe can't grow it.
Oh, huh.
I mean,
beard extensions. You know.
How much would
exactly.
you sell your beard for? If someone were to pay to buy your beard, what would it be worth to you? That's a question from me to all of you.
Oh, dang.
Like if that were a thing.
Me and Javier had this conversation.
Yeah, we did.
Mine grows really slow, so it'd be worth something because I grow real slow on the cheeks, very slow.
Wait, I'm gonna ask the same question now. Is it? Can you grow it back, or it's gone forever?
Yeah, good question, Hobby, or good question, Angel.
You can grow it back.
Okay.
If you could like start a business where you grow hair, right, and then you sell it like locks of love, but you're greedy, so you charge for it. What would the price
be?
Okay, yeah, I'm going with. I want to make money, so I don't want to price myself out of this. I'm going with anywhere from 1 to 5K.
Yeah, with all the time and invested in it and care invested in it, yeah, a couple grand.
Yeah, I'm pretty cheap actually. Probably
are you?
Well, because I mean, I feel like it goes back fast.
He lives in Vegas, so you know he's got to set prices low.
Oh man, Javier.
I don't know, man. I say a couple grand too. This thing is not, coming in fully, so it'll take forever to come back. I'll be like Jester for a little bit. So yeah, I'll need some time for it to come back. I like how Chris said not enough money. How much did Jester get for his? He got a wife for his, so I think he got even trade for that one.
Yeah. Rob's calling us imposters.
Imposters.
I love you guys. My hair.
Yeah, dude, for Jester, it well, we can't say what the price was.
Oh no. For who? For Jester. Well, he's not here to comment, so yeah, we.
How about the price was his masculinity? I would go with that one. It wasn't a financial thing, just a more abstract one.
So Ape said, honest Ape, that imposters are for the implant people.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, in this day and age where we're already talking about designer babies where you can get in there at a genetic level and maybe modify how your baby looks, etc. If there aren't beard implants, there will be, because it's just, particularly with this beard culture. I mean, I hear people talking about beards being a fad, etc. And of course, Dancy addressed this with that silly British thing about more germs in the beard than in a whatever, all that BS. But when you look back at our 19th century presidents, you're hard pressed, particularly in the second half, to find a guy without a beard. I don't know what made beards go out of fashion in the early 20th century up to now, particularly with men of power or men of influence. But I think they're very much back to stay. And if they're going to remain, I mean, my goodness, how many beard companies do we have? We seem like a really niche audience, but there's a lot of beard companies out there. And so if they're going to stay, I think we're going to see that cosmetic possibility.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I agree. Yeah. That's got to be a thing now, like some kind of plastic surgery or whatever they do. It's got to be there, like some kind of hair restoration.
Yeah, they're already doing it for, like Rob said, they're already doing it for bald, bald men.
Yeah,
it's there.
Especially here in California, it's got to be a thing. It's got to be.
Yeah, it's going to hit for sure, dude. Cali or New York is where it's going to hit first before
like some kind of Beverly Hills or Hollywood kind of thing.
Right.
Yep.
I'm questioned out. I asked more questions than I thought I would.
Yeah, you're on a roll today.
Man, you got to write them down, Joe. You got to write these down.
No way, man. I'm off the heels of my feet, baby. That's
yeah, I spent like half the time trying to get this thing to work on my end. With the phone.
Yeah, that Coke really brought out the questions.
Oh, Dan, I'm gonna strangle you eventually. Cameron says Benjamin Harrison was his favorite, I assume, beard or maybe president.
Yeah, bearded president.
Yeah.
Distant relative of his.
Does anyone out there know why beards went out of fashion and never came back, as far as like gentlemen or people of influence?
Is this a new series, Joe?
What? No, not from this guy. Not from this guy right here, it isn't.
I think maybe it got a stigma somewhere across time, being like a hippie kind of thing, like being unclean and a hippie kind of thing with the long hair and being unclean. And
that's a good call, Dan, because they do make a comeback with the youth in the 60s.
Yeah.
And they might have had that negative stigma attached to them.
Because, you go through 40s, 50s, you go through 40s and 50s and, a lot of it was mostly a clean look. And then you get to the 60s and the hippies and kind of stuff like that.
Yeah.
Most presidents were military too, right? During that time frame. So I think they were used to that clean cut requirement. And then they have to have the tie. So if you're trying to show your tie, your Windsor tie, whatever knot you're trying to do, I think you want to show the knot. I'm not trying to say that I know what I'm talking about, but
Hobby coming in with a little fashion knowledge there, baby. I like
it. Beware, guys. Beware.
I like it.
Beware.
Jeff, what would you say up in Maine where you are, the amount of beards on men on average? A lot of them or a little?
A lot, but I guess I don't know how to quantify it. I mean, it's not like I spend a lot of time. We don't travel a lot, so I guess I can't really compare to anywhere else. But yeah, I mean, it seems pretty prevalent.
Yeah. I think of it when I grew a beard. I'm sorry, Jeff. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say more now probably than 10 years ago, but not like a tremendous amount. But I guess maybe more in the younger crowd.
Okay. I notice beards a lot more after how if you buy a new car, maybe this is just me, you'll notice that car more on the road than before you bought that car. Like, right? And I've definitely noticed beards. And I'm not saying that there were more of them, but I've definitely noticed beards more since I started wearing one.
Definitely more aware of them, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like like law of attraction almost in a way too.
Yes.
I'll go somewhere. I go a lot of places as a truck driver, and I'll walk into truck stops or into some of my restaurants I deliver to or wherever I'm at and go, oh, there's a dude with a beard. My beard's better. Now, if I happen to run into Jeff, then I'd be like, oh, well, that dude's got a badass beard.
That's what I like. This is kind of like the major leagues, man. If you can have people in this community say you've got a great beard, you can walk out into the normal world and just know you're an ass kicker. You know what I mean?
Right.
For whatever that's worth,
No,
Not
it's
gonna happen.
a confidence booster, man, for sure. For anyone, I think. Like you gain like 2 or 3 inches of height. It's great.
Totally.
Really, but, like I'm not that tall, so it's like I might be short, but I got this beard.
How tall are you?
5'8".
Wait, you're only 5'8", bro?
Yeah, but I got this beard, so see how that
There
works?
you go.
How tall
There
are
you
all of
go.
you guys? I don't even know how tall you guys are.
I'm 6'1".
I hate you.
6'1".
Really?
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah.
6'1" on a good day. Now that I'm older, I think I might have shrunk.
Little hunch in the back, maybe 6'3".
Yeah.
Angel?
I'm like right under 6. I'm like 5'11".
Hobby?
All right. My license says 5'8". Put it that way. I'm still like, Octane said that one time.
See, I wonder if this kind of stuff, this is the weird stuff I think about. I wonder if this is actually naturally attractive to females because it exhibits testosterone or exhibits masculinity. You know, I wonder if we work on that biological level or not. You don't have to answer that. That's just what I wonder. Like, there's a reason we grew this stuff besides just laziness. Or maybe it was just laziness. I can't imagine razors were great in the 1860s. Maybe it was just like guys didn't want to get shaven. But nowadays we've kind of mastered razor technology, yet a lot of us want to wear this thing if we can. So I wonder if it's, you know, just for style or personal looks, or if there might be some more biological hardwiring in it. I'm shutting up.
Originally, it was just kind of because men were out scavenging and that kind of stuff, and the elements that kind of protected their face and stuff like that from
I listened to
the weather and the elements and stuff.
Yeah.
They say that it deflects punches, and I don't know that that makes any sense at all. But that's what they talked about in this podcast for like 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird. I don't know.
I don't know. Conor McGregor had a beard and he got knocked the fuck out, so I don't know.
They both did though, right? What's his name?
Well, Jeff, if you got a beard like you, I can almost see it, or at least if I swing at your face, maybe I catch nothing but hair because I don't really know where that jaw is. You got that mad beard going. You know what I'm saying? Or that chin is.
So right here, you just go under.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So real quick, it's showing here Honest Ape. He said he doesn't need any more height. Yeah, that Honest Ape
Like,
I'm trying to ask
he's like
Rob
what,
how
7 foot
he
tall
is.
or something like that?
He's 7. I mean, sorry, not. He said 7, but he's like 6'7", right? Yeah, 6'7", right? Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
6'7". Damn.
He's like a foot taller than me, man. Like, come on, bro.
Red Velvet over here, 6'7". Shit.
That means his beard's got to be like 2'5" alone.
Right?
Holy cow!
He's like got a midget just hanging off his chin.
Beard.
And then Chris says, Rob is part gorilla, part ape.
Orangutan. Got to be orangutan with that ginger going.
Damn, Rob. All right.
Well, I think unless Jeff has something he wants to add, we've kept this young man to 10:30. And Jeff, I want to thank you very much for stopping by today, brother.
Thanks for having me, guys. It was fun.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah,
Thank you, guys.
Jeff.
This is outstanding. Outstanding. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Quick, like maybe let's say for one more minute, any last minute questions for Jeff before we let him go and have some kind of night's sleep?
Go to bed. Yeah.
Just a reminder, okay, we've got Jeff with the release of Amber Oak and his already famous co-wash and the Amber Oak scent, which is his most popular scent. I badgered the heck out of him to make it Havana Reserva, and he said, no, Joe, that won't sell. And I said, okay, you are the businessman. So we've got that going. And then we've also got 2 more appearances by Jeff this week. Tomorrow on Scott's. Is it going to be a YouTube live or an Instagram live, Jeff?
I think it's YouTube.
Okay.
So
Scott's regularly scheduled. He usually does Thursdays, right, Scott?
Yep.
Yeah. His regularly scheduled YouTube. Jeff is going to be there with a giveaway. And then Tyson, this was a bad dog week for Tyson. You know how Tyson does his stuff for a week at a time. Jeff's going to be hopping on with him on Friday. And then Jeff's going to get some long-deserved rest so we can get some more great sense out of him. Anyone else? I'm checking the stream. Gonna win some, blah, blah, blah. Have a good night. Jeff, looking forward to the Amber Oak that he just ordered. This is Rob Ape. Keep grinding, brother.
Thank you, Rob.
I think we are good.
Yep, we're good. Make sure you guys like this video too, guys.
Yeah, like this video and support
like the video.
man up in
Subscribe
Maine.
to all our channels if you haven't yet.
Yep. Don't forget to subscribe to Jeff's channel too.
Yep.
Check out that video for the nighttime routine. And yeah, man.
And Jeff, you also have, I mean, heck, while we're here, we'll pimp it all. You also have that stuff, a different channel for your outdoorsman kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I do. It's not anything like I really promote or anything like that. It's just a personal channel that I have where I do post some of my hiking videos. I used to have some like bike race videos and stuff up there, but those nobody cares about. So I think I took those down. They might still be up there. It's like, oh, cool, dudes in Lycra riding bikes. Like, no one cares. But yeah, feel free to check that stuff out too.
I think a lot of people care, Jeff, because I think a lot of people dig you because of who you are as a person, aside from the beard product you produce, and the fact that, you know, these hiking things are what made Jeff, or what inspired Jeff to make Summit. I think that's a big deal. So throw that channel out for the guys, for the people who want to check it out.
Will do, guys. Thank you very much for having me on.
Thank you, Jeff. Have a good night.
Thanks for taking the time.
All right, guys.
All right, Jeff. Thanks so much, brother.
All right, boys. Shoot, I want it to go on for another 2 hours, except we all got to work tomorrow.